What is going on, everybody? Welcome back for another unboxing video brought to you by Bearded Kaiju's Unboxing Reviews. If you guys like the channel, hit the subscribe button, give the video a like, share with everybody that you think would like this content of this channel. Hit the bell notification so you are notified of my new video when it drops right away. We are looking for 400 subscribers, to get to our next giveaway drawing. So that's pretty exciting. Yeah, we got some good stuff to give away. But yeah, it's been a minute. It's been a minute since I've put out a video. I think it's going on almost 3 weeks now. Just been super busy. Life's been busy. Sick kids. Then the holidays coming up and everything. So it's been crazy. But yeah, finally some new stuff's come in, and to start tackling that right away. So this guy in particular came in, I think, yesterday, actually. And so I wanted to get out there and put it out there so you guys could see. I know it's starting to get into collectors' hands recently, starting to kind of flood some of the Godzilla groups and everything like that. So that's really great to see everybody's reactions and opinions on them and stuff like that. So just kind of wanted to do the same, firsthand look, kind of what it looks like, what my opinions about it and stuff. So that's what I do here. And so yeah, if you guys like that kind of stuff, hit that subscribe button. Let's get up to 400 subscribers. Like I said, do a giveaway. I got some good stuff in there. I think we got some Funko Pops. We got M1 Mecha Godzilla. We got that sweet Tom Whalen Godzilla vs. Biollante poster that I'm giving away, just because. So yeah, spread the word, let's get the subscribers up there. So yeah. But without further ado, let's get into this. Yeah, as you can see here, here's my first box tray in a little while. So yeah, let's boom, and there he is, the sludge monster himself, the king of crap, whatever you want to call him. Hedorah is dropped into our laps recently from X Plus. With a really unique and awesome take on him, because obviously we did see this in the movie, and they haven't had anything representing him in this form, in soft vinyl. Obviously, this is taken from a Resin Chef model kit, and they recasted it in vinyl. But yeah, this is the Toho 30 centimeter series Hedorah flight phase. That's what it says in Japanese. I had it Google translated, so just to make sure. But yeah, this is the RIC edition. Like I said, it is a 30 centimeter and is the flight form. So it's really cool that we finally get something like this representing the Smog monster, in his unique flight form. Because like I said, don't really have a lot of stuff going for him for flight form representation. I believe like Cast has done it. Cast does everything, so it's not a surprise that they do it. There is some Sofubi and stuff like that, but realistic wise, this is really cool, especially in vinyl. Obviously, like I said, this came from the Resin Chef kit, so that's really cool, and they brought it in the favorite Sculptors line, which this line is really knocking it out of the park. I love the direction that they're doing. They keep grabbing these model kits and they're just bringing them into vinyl form, and I'm all for it. Like, keep it going, keep it rolling. I would love to see more oddball, stuff that we haven't seen before come into this line. I know fellow collectors have been talking about this because we just got the Godzilla 66 set, which, by the way, is figure of the year. I'm sorry. That's my own personal vote, but yeah, figure of the year. But yeah, obviously this will kind of give him a run for his money and stuff like that. So that's going to be interesting. And I think there is maybe one other contender. We'll see if he comes out or not like that. The 25 centimeter King Hedorah 2019. He's supposed to be scheduled for release next month, so we'll see if he gets in hands. So we will see. But yeah, it'll be interesting. But yeah, back to the favorite Sculptors line. I absolutely love this line. Like I said, I love that they're doing these weird, unique kits and they're bringing them in vinyl form. Gosh, like there's so many that I wish they could do and bring. Maybe, they got the Mecha Godzilla 74 coming out. That was from recasted from the Monster Maker 28 kit. they could do the Godzilla 74 in the favorite sculptor line to go with it. That would be fantastic because I absolutely love Monster Maker 28. Like their detail and their kits are just spot on. Like I don't know if you can get any better than that for suit accuracy. I mean, it is it is top tier. So I'm really excited for that. But just like, anything that we haven't gotten for, let's get a Batra adult form, let's get a Mega Gearus, throw that in the favorite sculptors line. Let's get a Godzilla Saurus, maybe, let's do a triple release of Godzilla Junior, Little Godzilla, and Baby Godzilla, like from the Heisei series. Like, let's do that. I'm all for that kind of stuff. So if they keep going with this kind of stuff, like I'm gonna keep buying it. So thumbs up to X Plus for doing this. Let's keep grabbing those cool kits because a lot of times people can't buy the kits. For one, they're expensive, and for another, people can't put them together. It's very meticulous. People do have way more patience than I do and are just masters at painting and just putting these things together, and it's just not for everybody. And I am the first to admit that. I actually buy kits, but I actually get them sent off and get built and painted for me, so because I know I can't do that kind of stuff. So it takes a real special person to actually do that kind of stuff. So it's definitely not for everybody. So seeing this come into vinyl form where you don't have to put it together, it's already painted, it's cheaper, it's a win-win for everybody. So yeah, definitely keep that up, X Plus. But yeah, obviously before we get into the figure, we're going to check out the box. It's got the picture of the flying form Hedorah on it. I love it because it's color. Just kind of gives it a little pizzazz, for the box. I don't like just the normal box color, with the black print on it. It's not eye appealing to me. And I want something that kind of stands out because, sometimes people display this with the boxes. So, it's kind of nice to have these boxes actually stand out a little bit too. And just, like I said, it gives a little flair. So, but yeah, other than that, you get the colored photo of the kit or the figure, I should say. And then just everything else is just, your standard box. So, but still love it. And this is probably one of the flattest boxes that I've had X Plus come in. So it's kind of nice. It was a unique size for a change and stuff like that. So, but yeah, enough rambling. Let's get into this. Right, so I got them unpacked, and so let's get right into it. So like I mentioned before, this is the RIC, obviously with this yellow sticker indicating it. So what was special about the RIC edition about this is that obviously besides you getting the big flying form of Hedorah, you actually got two other stages of him, which was really, really interesting, really cool. Like I said before, Cast does everything, possible for, different stages of the Kaiju or different battle scenes or, props, whatever. They always do it all. So I think that they might have been the only ones that have done this form of Hedorah before. So, but it's really neat, really cool. I know a lot of people were really interested in this part of the RIC edition of it. So, but yeah, let's get right into it and let's look at it. So the first RIC option or extra is this. How cool is that? It is the Hedorah tadpole in the petri dish. Like, come on now, like that's pretty freaking awesome. Yeah, it's great. So yeah, you can kind of see just it's just a little tadpole, in the movie when the scientist is studying him and stuff like that, and basically finds out that it has to be moist or wet all the time, and he dries it out and it dies, falls apart and stuff like that. But it always has little tadpoles or pieces of them still kind of alive when he puts it back into the solution of the cylinders and stuff like that. So really cool. But yeah, like you don't see something like this with the petri dish. This is awesome, and this petri dish is really, really cool. It's not a vinyl, but it's like a nice like a hard, like glass, like plastic. Yeah, I almost thought it was plastic because I almost thought it was glass because it looks like glass. But yeah, it's a plastic. But yeah, it looks really cool. It's perfect. I absolutely love this. So yeah, that was one of your RIC options was the tadpole portion of Hedorah. So basically, like kind of like his first form. So that was the first one, and then you get the swimmer. I guess I don't know if that's a technical term for it, but that's kind of what everybody kind of calls him. Is when you kind of see him first off, where it's just like his head sticking in the water and stuff like that. Where he has those really menacing eyes. Just it's scary. It really is. Like especially watching it as a kid, like I was kind of freaked out by it. You know, when you see these eyes just staring at you, just looking right at you. You know, just intense. And I was like, holy crap, like that's kind of scary. So yeah, then I think this is what the little boy actually cuts him, you know, and stuff like that, then gets his hand burned, you know, because obviously he has acid skin and stuff like that. But yeah, I think this is the portion that was swimming and, you know, burned the scientist's face and everything like that. So this is really cool. I think I know some softfubi brands have done the swimmer and stuff like that. But finally having it in from X Plus, more of a realistic look to it is really neat. He's probably, you know, 6 inches, you know, 6.5 inches long. So yeah, actually pretty decently sized and everything, obviously compared to what his final form is and stuff. But yeah, it's pretty unique. It's got shades of like light green in it, but it's a pretty standard dark green color overall. But then obviously besides the eyes, you know, where you have a nice look at that, just crazy. The sculpt is great. It's amazing. I do wish there was a little bit more color to it, but I don't know how much color there was actually in the movie compared to it. It didn't look like there was a lot going for it. It might have just been one solid color. So it's probably pretty accurate and everything. Like I said, there's hints of light green kind of splotches on it. But other than that, it's, you know, one color vinyl. So, but yeah, really cool. And also for the RIC exclusive edition, you actually get the little eyepiece patch for the flying Hedorah when he, you know, gets his eye damage and stuff like that. So yeah, it's really cool that they also give you the eye damage little patch. There's the instructions on where to put it and everything. So that's really cool. That's a nice little extra bonus, I think, for the RIC. I think it's only for the RIC exclusive. I don't believe you get that for the standard. I'm not sure. Let me know if someone gets the standard and you do get this. But I'm pretty sure it was only for the RIC. But yeah, just another option, another bonus for the RIC option. You know, if you do choose to get that one over the standard, you can actually put the patch in his eye and stuff like that. I probably won't display it that way, but who knows? We'll see how I feel. All right, here's the man of the hour. You know, the flying form Hedorah. He looks great. He's a big chunk of vinyl. He really is. I expected him to be pretty big, and he doesn't disappoint really. Because yeah, he's got some length to him. He's got some girth to him. He's a big boy. So, but yeah, overall it looks great. It the sculpt is like dead on. It really is. It looks fantastic. Ugh, it looks so good. Let's see if it keeps turning on me. But yeah, I mean, those eyes, obviously, if you need to get the eyes and maybe the brows right to really get it to look like him and stuff. Um, then you can see, obviously, you know, the color, the red and yellow color that goes on Hedorah, especially when he gets his final form and stuff like that. You see it on his head and back and stuff like that. And it kind of just trickles down to his tail and everything. But yeah, sculpt looks fantastic. It really does. Really cool. Yeah, it's it is really unique. I'm not the biggest Hedorah fan. I'm really not. He's an okay creature, kaiju, whatever you want to call him. And then the movie to me isn't, you know, very high on my list. It's kind of one of them that I don't watch very often. But I mean, overall, it's a solid film, but just not personally one of my favorites. But this is pretty cool. I have to admit, like this is pretty unique, and I'm actually surprised because, like I said, I'm not the hugest Hedorah fan. But like when this got announced, I was like, I'm all in. Like, give me that, times 10 because I'm gonna buy that every day of the week. Um, yeah, I definitely wanted to go with my final form, 30 centimeter Hedorah. So this is great. I just need a couple other forms now in the 30 centimeters. I know this would mark basically everything for X Plus in all of the stages because they have done it for the 25 centimeters, like the crawling and the landing form and stuff like that. But I got rid of those, so I kind of want them all in 30 centimeter, which would be kind of nice. I don't know if we will get that. Who knows? Maybe we'll get a double pack of the landing and crawling or something like that. That'd be kind of cool, for the favorite sculptors line. But who knows? But I'm just happy to have this. Like I said, it's something that I really jumped on, especially 30 centimeter. I love 30 centimeter bigger. It's right up my alley. So yeah, it was definitely a must buy and everything. So then the base too is just your standard ground and grass kind of base. I do kind of wish that it did have a different base to it, a more dynamic kind of base to them, something that kind of fit the kaiju a little bit better. I think me and my friends, a couple of the co-hosts for Monsters with Attitudes, we were talking about this and something maybe sludge, down to the bottom, maybe a pile of sludge with like, some skeletons coming out of it, or just some skeletons on the ground, because basically when he's flying over, he's emitting sulfuric acid mist into the air, and it's literally killing everybody that he flies over, and they're literally it eats away at their body and gets down to their bone. I mean, you see that in the film. So I think something like that would have been kind of cool, maybe, or if he was flying over the city, with some buildings on it, a little bit more dynamic. This is probably more towards the area by Mount Fuji and stuff like that, and everything with that kind of terrain. But I don't know, something a little bit more would have been nice. And then I do like the paint job. It's it's decent, but I think I would have liked a little bit more for this paint job, a little bit more detail, especially like what they did for the 25 centimeter final form Hedorah, where they kind of put um, like hints of like the sparkle in it and stuff like that. Like you kind of saw that in here, why not put it in here, or make it a little bit more silvery, throw some more colors into this thing because, he was weird, crazy colors, silvers and reds and yellows and, maybe oranges and stuff like that. Like just a little bit more. And then maybe some shadowing, would have been nice, especially underneath him because it's just you know, I don't know what that looks like, but it's basically just the one flat color of gray. So I think if they kind of would have put some more depth into it, like I said, shadowing, dry brushing, whatever, it kind of would have made the figure stand out a lot more. Um, it it is kind of lazy, and it gets the point across and everything. I get that, but these are kind of supposed to be suit accurate and everything. So I would have liked a little bit more attention to the detail for the painting. Obviously, the eyes are great. They look awesome. I think they are like a glass plastic kind of thing, and everything. So which is pretty cool. But yeah, overall, it's a solid figure. Like I'm still happy I got it, even though the paint is maybe not up to what I think it should be. Especially for how much money you're spending on these figures. You're gonna want the most bang for your buck. But I'm still very happy for it. It's still a great release. It's a great figure. Is it figure of the year? No, not in my opinion. I was very excited for it to be released. I bought it right away. I pre-ordered it, and like I said, I'm still happy for it. But it doesn't do it what the 66 does for me. So it can be a contender for figure of the year, but to me, it's not. It's not. Doesn't give me that wow factor. The extras do. That's great and everything. I really love that, but overall, as a whole, I don't think it does it. Honestly, But it's still a great set to pick up. Definitely pick it up if you're a Hedorah fan. I mean, should be a no-brainer. But if you're just a X Plus fan, definitely pick it up. It's a beefy figure, so it's really great. I am actually really surprised at how much I actually do like it. Like I said, I'm not the biggest Hedorah fan. I got rid of a lot of my Hedorah stuff in my collection. I think I'm down to 2 now. Um, maybe 3, because I do have the X Plus 30 centimeter Hedorah, but now this would make 4. So, but other than that, I'm not getting or planning on getting anything else really into my collection. So yeah, but yeah, just a few things, with the base, the paint. This would be way higher on my list, but it's still a solid figure. So, but yeah, let's do some size comparisons. Obviously, you might get a hint of what I might do. Let's bring out the final form and see what he looks like, next to these guys. All right, here he is, Mr. Goop himself, King Goop. I don't know, but yeah, he's here. This is what it looks like with them all together. Pretty cool little setup here. I'm really digging it. Like I said, just a few more forms for X Plus to do, at least in the 30 centimeter line. I would get them. I really would get them. Even though Hedorah's not on high on my list, I would definitely get them because I love the transition and everything for him. It was super crazy when I saw it as a kid. I was actually really impressed when he went to the flying form and stuff like that. I thought it was really cool and stuff like that. It's not like flashy and like the most crazy looking thing, but like I was like, it works. It definitely does because he goes from the crawling form to the flyer, and then he lands and he goes right into the final form, but as a hunched over. So it worked. It really did. So really, really happy with that. So yeah, this set is great. It really is. I mean, this looks like a great setup to me. Definitely can't wait to display it, in my collection. I'll be proud to display it in the collection. So, but yeah, of course, obviously the final size comparison has to be, the guy who kind of had to live in the crap for a little bit, but managed to get out. The King of the Monsters himself, we gotta put him in here. So, all right, and we're back, and here he is. Uh, this looks amazing. This looks perfect to me. So I know it's not the right year, but it's the same suit. So this is the 68 30 centimeter Godzilla, but like his pose as this is perfect for this setup whatsoever. Because I love that he has his arm uh, trying to raise up high for him, just kind of like what he was in the movie. He's trying to reach for him and stuff like that, and he's always trying to, swipe at the air, trying to get him and everything. So this is like perfect, like unintentionally probably perfect, but yeah, this works amazing. Like it really does. Like he's kind of got the head kind of angled up a little bit where he's looking at him and stuff. So it is super working for me. Like that's great. Like I absolutely love this right now. Like this is perfect. So yeah, I love that he's kind of angled up with the arm up, and it's oh my gosh, I'm probably gonna display it like this. So, but yeah, it's you can't go wrong with this. So yeah, I'm super stoked about this. It just fits perfectly, even though it's not even intended for this setup and everything. It's perfect. So yeah, it's a nice coincidence for sure. So if you definitely have the 68 Godzilla, he's definitely going to look really at home with the flying form because it just looks like he was made for this figure, and he's trying to fight him and stuff. So yeah, it's absolutely perfect. So yeah, this is absolutely outstanding. So let's take him off the riser just to get him a good look. So yeah, even this looks good. Like it really does. Like the riser, helps with the height and everything like that. But even this looks amazing. It looks perfect. He was big even compared to Godzilla, which is kind of crazy. You wouldn't think he would be, in the film and stuff like that. He kind of looked a little small, but when he like ran into Godzilla and Godzilla brought him down and everything like that, and then tried to punch him, like yeah, he's got some size to him. So yeah, this works really well for each other. This is perfect. So I love this. This is great. He's a big boy. He really is. So But yeah, I'll swing him around here. And this is kind of how big he is compared to Godzilla. I mean, it's yeah, like I said, he's got some girth on him. He's a thick boy, you know, thick, crappy boy. Oh gosh. But yeah, like it's amazing that you can just kind of take off, you know, this and maybe put, you know, put him in here like this and then kind of make it look like he's carrying him and stuff like that. So yeah, it's perfect fit for him and stuff like that. So it works rather well. This is yeah, it's fantastic. So yeah, still a great release for X Plus, even though there are a few things that I would like to change. And like I said, even underneath here, it's just there's just nothing going on. Um, I watched the film or looked at pictures of the film and stuff like that, and I mean it's right. There wasn't anything really going on color wise under here, but I just think some shadowing and stuff like that would kind of make this pop a little bit more instead of just the normal color of the vinyl. So just just me nitpicking and stuff like that. So I just I just want my stuff to be the best. So all right, guys, I guess that's it for me. Thanks for watching. Really do appreciate the continued support. Like I said, just keep subscribing. We'll hit 400 and we'll give away our next giveaway, and then we'll just keep working our way up from that. So, but yeah, thank you so much for everybody that's following now and everything, and supporting me and all the kind words and stuff like that. I still really do appreciate it. And sorry for the lack of videos for the last couple weeks. Like I said, life's been a little busy, a little crazy. So yeah, trying to get back into it, doing a few videos here and there to kind of bang some out and stuff like that. So, but yeah, hopefully everybody had a good holiday and everything. Everybody drove safe, got home safe and everything like that. Stuffed their face, with turkey. But yeah, and then keep a lookout for any Godzilla news or Kaiju news. It's been crazy these last couple of weeks. So yeah, it's definitely been a cool time to be a Godzilla collector. So keep an eye on, share those news, tidbits that you guys see and everything. Leave a comment, if you guys like this set. If you don't, let me know what your personal opinions are, if you did get it, or what you think of what I've showed you today, if it's worth it and stuff like that. If the RIC is worth the extra money, maybe to some, maybe it's not to others. Maybe they just want the big flying form, which is fine. I just think the RIC options are just so unique and everything that you don't really get to see that very often. And I know obviously it's a little bit more money and everything, but who knows? So yeah, just shoot me a comment in the video down below, and yeah, we can chat about it and everything. So I'd love to hear responses and stuff like that, and you guys um, participating, in the comments and stuff like that of the video. So yeah, I love it, and I respond to everybody. So, but yeah, you can also follow me on Instagram. I do have Twitter, and then obviously here on the channel. So make sure you hit that bell notification. Make sure you guys know when my new video comes out right away. So yeah, like I said, it for me, guys. Subscribe. Thanks for watching. So later.
鳥も魚もどこへ行ったの。トンボも蝶もどこへ行ったの。水銀コバルトカドミウム鉛硫酸シアンマンガンバナジウムクロムカリウムストロンチウム。汚れちまった海汚れちまった空。生き物みんないなくなって野も山も黙っちまった。地球の上に誰もいなけりゃ泣くこともできな